Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny. And then we're also on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. And remember, the and is an ampersand. Don't spell it out. It's Joey ampersand Jenny's Little Yellow House. So we hope to see you there too. Today is just my haul over the weekend. Joey and I had a little bit of fun this weekend, and I thought I would just show you what we were up to. The first thing I wanted to show you is a little bit of Hobby Lobby-ness and just kind of let you see what I have. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and the stock girl was stocking the Tim Holtz. She had an entire shopping cart full of Tim Holtz, and I said, "Oh, did you just get a new shipment in?" And she said, to tell you the truth, whenever they ask us to put this much stock out, it's because something is being discontinued. So I imagine all of this that I'm putting out is going to be discontinued, so it'll be on clearance next week. Well, I wanted to get there all week, but I didn't have a chance until Friday. So I did get to Hobby Lobby Friday, and I got a few goodies. So I'll just show them to you here. So some of these aren't, I don't guess, necessarily Tim Holtz. Ranger, I guess we should say. So it was $6.49, and then it was $1.62. So, and these are ones that I do not have. I don't have any of these. I think this black diamond's going to be really fun, especially around butterflies, I think. And then this is Distress Oxide sprays. This is Ranger. Is it a Tim Holtz? It reminds me of the Tim. I guess it's just all Ranger. It was $9.49, and then it was reduced to $2.37. What else? These little inks. These are really fun to take, like when you go to retreats and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Hold on. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Joey's mowing, and I wonder if some of it's creeping through. Okay, this was $10.99, and then reduced to $2.47. Speckled egg, crackling campfire, rustic wilderness, and kitsch flamingo. What's so funny about these is that it almost seems a little bit seasonal. So like speckled egg and kitsch flamingo seems kind of springish. Crackling campfire and rustic wilderness seems well, these could be summer too, and then these fall and winter. So those will be really fun to use. And I like the little ones because instead of just using your dauber and going around things, you can actually take the little one and go around things. And these are really good. Here's an example. If you have something like this that you've done in like this kind of a balsa wood or whatever they call this, that you get these at like the Dollar Tree, and you want to go around the edge, kind of like I've done here with a color, or on the edges like this corner and such, taking the actual little thing like this and going around it makes it so easy and really, really pretty. So that's really fun to do on different craft projects, so I'll definitely use those. And then these label stickers, I like these. These are fun. They were $4.99 and reduced to $1.24. They're called HOLTZ. And I don't know, maybe even on hobbylobby.com or maybe on the Tim Holtz or Ranger. Maybe you can also get these at discounted. I'm not sure. Oh, and then the keys. I always like to, these are fun to put dangles or just tuck in a pocket or something. So they were $7.99 and on sale for $1.99. So those are going to be fun. And then this wasn't on sale, but this was in the paint section. And it's just the foil flakes. And I thought those would be fun here and there to put on some things. So yeah, and it was only $1.99. Just regular price. They weren't on sale. So, all right, let me pack all this back up so I can, well, half of it just went on the floor, but let me pack it up so I can kind of set it down. so we can kind of get to the rest of the goodies. So Joey and I are really cheap dates. Probably the majority of our outings would be gas because yesterday we traveled about 40 miles and stopped and had lunch and then, traveled back. And so that's probably the majority because we're both cheapskates. So we really look for super great deals. And then this, my daughter brought over last night. She had gotten it at a garage sale for $1 and it's really great. It has really fun pictures. It's a student dictionary. And so a lot of times you can assume that those are going to have probably a little bit more pictures and maybe some breakdowns of different things throughout. So yeah, like that's mathematics, industrial arts, life science, world, physical, world history, just some really neat things. So I was super excited about that. And I asked her, I said, can I cut it up? And she's like, yeah, that's what I got them for. So I was like, oh, good. Thank you. This is another thing that I got, this really fun Currier and Ives coffee can. I just love it. In the winter time, I have a collection of coffee cans, and typically what I'll do is I'll put Christmas trees in them and set them around the kitchen. And I also have, for the autumn time frame, I have maple syrup containers, and a lot of them have the Currier and Ives, paintings on them. And so this will go really nicely with that. So I'm thinking through the autumn times what I might want to put in here. So I'll keep you posted on that. But I thought this was so pretty and it was so inexpensive. I'll tell you what, somebody's gotten onto those maple syrup containers because I used to be able to get them for a couple of dollars. And now they're like 12, 15. Some of them even go up to 20 something. So, yeah. And then Joey and I stopped by a little thrift store, and I got this for 50 cents. I love these little pictures. I love them. When we have guests over, we'll either put creamer in them and set creamer around, or we'll put different salad dressings in them and set them around so that, we don't have a bottle on the table and you're not having to pass so much. So we'll put like 3 or 4 with ranch in it or whatever. So, but we do use them for creamer. I do have a collection of little bottles. I particularly like, I love little perfume bottles, but I particularly like little salt and pepper clear bottles because what I do is I collect them and then I put flowers in them and just give them away to people. So it's a really inexpensive way to, be able to brighten someone's day up. So I was able to get 7 different little bottles. Some of them were actually little perfume bottles, which is fine. You can put maybe 1 or 2 posies in it. And then 3 or 4 of the salt and pepper style ones with the larger opening. You can get a nice little bouquet. And then I just put some twine with a little bit of lace and maybe some ribbon and tie it up, and there she goes. And it just is really a sweet little gift, and put it on your, give it to somebody in the office. I've told you before that I've taken it to when I picked up my Walmart, and give it to the person that brings my Walmart order out. So they're really nice to do that. And then I got a set of these. This is probably my biggest, one purchase of dishes. I got a set of these. I think there was 5 or 6 of them, and I did pay $3. But I mean, honestly, $3, what a deal. And they are ironstone, which I also have an ironstone collection. But these are really fun for entertaining because each person can have one with berries, or you could put nuts and cheese in one, or you can use them as on your buffet or on your cheese and meat table to put nuts in one, and then you could put cherry tomatoes in one or whatever. But I love them. I think they're so beautiful. Another reason I love them, I love this color together, this really soft brown and the pink, because you can take it from spring all the way through autumn, and it looks so pretty on a table. And then I bought 15 of these. They're China, and they were 25 cents each. They're a perfect hors d'oeuvre or dessert size, so I'll definitely be using them for that. But also, when I have people over to do journals with me or whatever, and I'm getting ready to do some workshops here, I'll be able to put all of their needs on here. So glue, paper towels, different things like that can just set right on here for their little place setting. And they're actually little Delta, from Delta Airlines. So that's fun. I can remember years and years ago, when I worked for a corporation and I was blessed enough to be able to fly first class. I remember, you know, we had china, we had real silverware. The silver, which I absolutely loved, were miniatures. I don't know if anybody remembers these, but oh man, I just loved them so much. The first class flying are days gone by for us, that's for sure. It was provided by the company I worked for, so that was nice. And then I went to another little flea market. It's brand new, and it's in a neighboring town. The sweetest husband and wife own it, and they happen to be cousins of a dear friend of mine. And their prices were phenomenal. I would have bought more because I loved so many things in there, but they're things I've collected and have moved past. But one thing I haven't moved past are butter pats, and they did have a bunch of other butter pats, but primarily the ones I collect are the ironstone with a very muted design, if any design. So very muted design. So the other ones they had were beautiful, but they had roses or something like that that I no longer collect. So I got this for $1, which to me was such a deal. I loved it. So I'm very, very happy with that. Then I do have a wedding cake topper collection. And I've been looking for a couple of color. It's very difficult to find. I did find this one. It's going to need a little bit of repair. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Look how beautiful her dress is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was so happy to find it. They had all kinds, but this one caught my eye, and I'm just tickled to have it. So I'm going to do some repair here. And then one day I'll show you my topper collection. This is a really great collection to have when you do an anniversary. If you do an anniversary party celebration, if you do a bridal shower, wedding shower, if you do a wedding, if you do a reception for a wedding, these are great to have. Yeah, so I just love them so much, and isn't this couple so striking? Look at how nice he looks in that. Okay, I just was tickled. That's probably my favorite purchase this weekend. I did purchase this. I don't need a recipe tin. I thought this was cute, but the reason I purchased it is because there was another one. Another tin, and it had all of these wonderful recipe cards, handwritten recipe cards in it, and they're wonderful colors. And so I really wanted these to add to, you know, my collection, to be able to put in journals. And the other one was, they were all priced the same. All of the tins were priced the same, but the one with the cards was $1 more. And so I took it up and I said, hey, could I trade out the tin and just pay the $1 extra for the cards? And she said, yeah. So I went back and picked out the tin that I wanted, because I knew they weren't going to sell me the cards by themselves, you know. So we'll use that tin for something, or it'll go to another home. So yeah, so we got that. Oh, this was from Hobby Lobby. Isn't that pretty? You probably know this, maybe you don't know, but at most fabric stores or like Hobby Lobby, if you go to the upholstery section, at the end of the very, very long bolts, they'll have a safety pin or some type of connector with little scraps so that you can take a sample home and see if, you know, the coloring is going to match or whatever. And I just thought that fabric was so pretty. I don't know what I would do with it. I just thought I'm going to take a sample and maybe I'll just use the sample. I don't know, but I thought it was very, very pretty. It's kind of a grayish blue background. Maybe it'll even go in this journal that I have now. And then I got this for $1.50. I haven't even opened it. Oh, let me get some scissors. And it's just all kinds of, it's taped up here at the top. It's all kinds of lace and such. Some of it I may rehome to somebody else. And, but I feel like there's a lot in here that I will keep. And for $1.50, honestly, what can you do about it? So look at this. This is very fun. Might have to smooth it out as I use it, but it's very, very fun. It's, boy, I can't tell if it's, I think it's navy. Can't tell, or black. I can't really tell in my light. I'll have to, let me see. I have a little piece of black here. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is black. That'll go with a lot more than just blue. Do I have anything navy around here? I don't think I do. I have my coaster. Has a little bit of navy in it. No, I think it's black. So yeah, I think that's going to be fun. Take a sip while I have my coffee off. Okay. Trying to stay awake. We had church this morning and then went to Walmart and did our grocery shopping, and it just absolutely kills me. And really what I want to do when I come home after that is just take a nap. But you know me, I resist a nap. I'm like a 3-year-old. And so I have a little bit of coffee this afternoon. A lot of this ruffled lace, I will probably take a lot of the, you know, I'll just probably cut that ruffle off, this binding off that ruffles it so it'll lay flat. I like to do that for journals. What is this? 3/4 yard. Oh, it looks like maybe she had this at another sale and then put it in, combined it into this one. Uh-oh. Looks like the fabric. There we go. Put that in the trash. Yeah, same here. So this is really a nice width. It's a great width. And then, so what I'll do is I'll take my shears here and I'll just trim that off for like to lay along the edge or the bottom of a journal, like a journal page or something. And that'll lay nice and flat. You can always, you know, trim that up a little bit better, but, you know, or iron and such. But see how that lays a little flatter than that. Both beautiful, but for a journal, this is a little bit easier to manage. So that's that one. Just some ribbon. I don't really use this type of ribbon very often, so I may rehome that. This is so beautiful. Look at this. How fun. These little daisies. You could, of course, use them all in a row, or you can snip them apart because it looks like the 3 petals connect to the 2 petals. So you could easily just snip those apart if you wanted just one, which I will probably put that one or more in this journal that I'm working on now. And then this big old thing, look at this. That looks like it would go on a hat. It feels like straw. Maybe on a basket or something. This I may regift or rehome because this is not anything I can foresee using. And I don't normally use these colors together. It's very Eastery to me, and I don't normally, wouldn't normally use those colors. But I can definitely see getting an inexpensive basket or something and putting this around it and really making it more seasonal for the Easter season. Let's tie this, keep it from undoing. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably, not probably, these two will be rehomed to some other crafter such. And then look at this, how sweet. Oh my gosh. So again, this looks like it came, like she was going to put it in a sale of some sort because it has another price on it. But she has 5 yards for $2.50. I paid $1.50 for all of this whole bag. Look at these adorable strawberries. And this is so delicate. And it's reinforced in the middle. So if you didn't want double, you could easily slice down the center and just have the sweetest little row. I may go pull my strawberry journal that we made together and put some of that in it because it is so cute. I'll put this back in here to give to somebody. If you can think of anybody that you think might enjoy that, be sure and let me know in the comments. Okay, and then I can't help it. These ledgers were such a good price. I'm going to take my hair dryer to get all this tape off of here. Because I don't want to tear up the thing. But 1943, but isn't the coloring pretty? So pretty. Payments on debt to Denty on the home, $30. Payment on beef freezer, $14.47. Love it. Okay. This one. It says receipt from the bank of Calhoun City. 1963. It's for rent. Oh, this is neat too. Ooh, $5,000. I wonder what that was for. That's pretty cool. And on August something, with their $40 payment, house and lot is paid in full. It belongs to me. Wow, how exciting must have that been? How exciting. Anyways, I love this stuff. I just love it. Ledgers are a form of journaling. It gives you an idea on a time frame. It gives you an idea on an event. And then I got these. This one was 35 cents, 1985. I love these. I think you and I talked about those. We love them. And then these two together were 35 cents. So I thought that was funny. But, oh, this even has appointments in it. Oh, no, it says Harold Mowed paid $6. $6 to get your lawn mowed in 1989. That's pretty cool. Ask $5.50 for mowing. You probably hear Joey mowing right now. Better get my $6 out. I got this, I want to say for $1. And the reason I got it, the reason I wanted it, is because of this clasp. I love these types of clasps. I don't remember what they're called, like bulldog or I don't remember, but It's very rusty. I just love it. It's extremely dainty, super cute. And it was holding together the complete ABC calorie counter. It's a guide with a 12-day diet. Let's see what the year was. 1955. So I imagine calories haven't changed. But I thought that was fun. And then look at how fun the coloring is of that. And really only the cover is, it feels like it's gotten moisture. So that's kind of neat. And then more ledger paper. I can't help it. I love it so much. And I don't even know what this $15.95 was. It had a thing that said $5, but then it was 25% off. And it has 100 pieces of 16 column. And I really liked the coloring of it. And I don't have this page type. I have the really long ones or the tall ones, and so I thought this would be really fun in a journal, so I got that. And then one of the thrift stores had 5 books for $1, so Joey got some, and then I tossed this one in because I want to do a sewing journal, and I thought some of these pictures and patterns and things would go with some of the other books that I have to pull from. So it's kind of fun. Yeah. All right. So that's it for flea markets and the Hobby Lobby. And then in my previous video, I mentioned that I had, I'm just moving all this. It's kind of noisy. That I had just put some tea bags after I made tea in some water. And so I just wanted to show you. They're very, very light. They are discolored, but very, very lightly discolored. I really like how they turned out. A lot of times my coffee will turn out, you know, kind of dark. And which I love too, very caramel. But these turned out, you know, much lighter. Of course, I had it much more diluted. You may remember what I did was I filled it with, not filled, but kind of, you almost can see the line here. I got it with hot, warm water, and then I just page by page put each piece of paper in, and then about every 10 or 20 pages I squeezed some tea into it from the tea bags that I had left over. And yeah, it just made such a sweet, you can see some of it. Isn't it funny how some get so stained and then while others don't? And it was so hot. Okay, so there was no breeze the day I did this. It was blistering hot. It was close to 100, and I thought this is going to dry in no time, but the humidity was so high that it was out all day. I ended up putting it on the clothesline to dry and still didn't dry. So about, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock that evening, I brought it all in the house and spread it all over the bar to dry inside with the fan on. That's how much humidity there was. So, yeah, it was crazy. But, so those are my great finds, and I'm super happy with them. And we had just a wonderful time, and Joey likes to look for Hot Wheels. He loves to collect Hot Wheels, and so he was looking for some. He loves Corvettes, and he found some, so he was happy too. And he's always very, very patient while I have to look at every single thing and read all the labels and all the tickets, because I'm curious as to what things are. So anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. And I just want to remind you that we pray blessings over each of you, and you know, you're never alone. We're always here. If you need anything, just let us know. We're praying for all of you, and we just want you to know you're so loved. So I hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you in the next video, everyone. Bye-bye.